What is up, guys? This is Velocity Worm and welcome back to my channel. Let's get on the way. Today is the 27th of June 2019. Let me turn on the air conditioning. I hope it doesn't make a lot of sound. Actually, I have to adjust this just a little bit. Just a second, guys, I need to do this. So it's around 12 o'clock in the day. I still have a little bit of work to do, but overall I can say the hard part of the day is over. Sadly, yesterday I got home at around 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. and I only managed to upload the day before yesterday's vlog. Yesterday's footage I haven't been able to copy it onto the PC and edit it. I got home, I was tired. I helped one of my female friends who's in a wheelchair to get somewhere, and then I took her home as well. And I was tired. I even had to go with my bike in all of that good, sunny, warm day, because I can't go with my car. I don't have the technical inspection on it. And I got home late. I mean, my brother made me something to eat, and I sat down to watch a film. I watched The Guardian. That's the title of the film, Guardian, from 2006. It's about Coast Guard. It's a good film. It's an interesting film. Not hyper exciting, but you know, it's a good film. I enjoyed watching it. And after that I went to sleep. I was very tired. I should have gone to sleep after I finished eating. I should not have stayed up and watched the movie because, well, you know, having a good night's sleep and starting the day with good spirit and with energy, that's what's really important, not movies and such. And so today, when my phone, when my alarm went off, I shut it down. And yes, I went back to sleep, and I have no memory of it. And so I woke up with 1 hour later by myself. I was in quite a rush, but good thing is that I didn't have as much work today as I thought I would have. So all in all, it's a good day. I can't complain. Yeah, I have actually nothing to complain about. We have to make a left turn here. Little doggy. A lot of tourists around here at this time of the day and this time of summer. A lot of cars, but we're out of that zone and we can speed up a little bit because there's a biker here. I actually want to go somewhere today with my bike. I'm in the mood for going out with my bike. I don't know where I should go. Maybe I won't go anywhere if I'm very tired, but you know, my plan and my desire is this, to go out with my bike today. Whew. I don't really know what should we talk about. Yesterday I talked about music quite a lot. Music is awesome, as I said. And today I listened to a podcast, or two podcasts, or 1.5 podcasts of Mr. Jordan B. Peterson, and so that was interesting. You know, he talked about a lot of things. I can't recall all of them, and I think that's not the point, to be honest. I think the point is for myself to listen to someone speaking advanced English, and you know, someone who's helping me make my view on society and on the issues at hand on our planet a little wider. You know, my view, to make it a little wider. Anyways, I don't know if you can see on camera, but this is quite a nice area where I'm going now. There are a lot of nice houses. They're pretty much all for rent. You can rent them out because there's this castle nearby, and a lot of tourists come. This is such a nice place to chill out. You know, the weather is good in the summer because it's in the mountains, this place, and it's not that warm outside. It's just it's a very good balance, and you have this this amazing landscape with the mountains and such. So even though I'm talking a lot of crap, oh, I have to press the clutch nowadays to change gears. I don't know why. This is a pretty sharp turn. So even though I'm talking a lot of crap in my vlog and nonsense things, whilst you're watching it, I mean nobody's watching it, but whilst I will watch it and I will listen to it, I will try to pay attention to the landscape as well, because it's a very nice landscape. But I digress, which I don't know what it means specifically or exactly, I should say. I have an idea what it might mean, but I'm not quite sure. Anyway, I was saying that I listened to a podcast of Mr. Jordan B. Peterson, and there was this idea that really stuck in my head. An idea that makes me appreciate life even more. Life and humans and people, and even though we don't always have perfect lives, because there's many things that bring us down. The truth is that life, at least where I live and in the conditions that I have, life is pretty good. It's, if you make the minimal effort in life, at least in my situation, I'm talking about my situation, you can have pretty much everything you need. I didn't say everything you want, but you can have everything you need. And so yes, it's pretty good. So so Jordan Peterson was talking about actually I have no idea what he was talking about. Oh yes, he was talking about the fact that for example, if they measured the brain activity of men, and they were showing them pictures of beautiful women and women actually, and there was this there's this brain part, this part of the brain which I don't know what's name it is because I forgot it, that begins activity when someone is looking in your eyes, as in it begins activity because it thinks that you need to approach that person, or because that person looking at you more or less means that it wants to make contact, it wants to communicate with you. And they measure that a man, when look at pictures of beautiful woman, this part of the brain doesn't activate, and well, that like you could say it's pretty obvious because it's just a picture. But the interesting thing is that when the picture were taken so that that the woman appeared to be looking at you, then the part of the brain responsible for that that communication, that approach function started activity. And that's very interesting because you only needed eye contact, or you only need to believe that you have eye contact with someone to immediately start thinking that you should approach that person, or in some way that person wants to talk with you. And that's a very, very, very interesting thing. It makes communication so much easier, and it makes it easier without you even thinking about it. You look someone in the eye, and most of the times the first reaction you have, or you have this impulse or this desire to say, oh, well, hello, or the other part. You might look in someone's eyes. Well, the road is very crippled here, so you might be looking in someone's eye, and you'd have that awkward feeling because it means something more. You look at the beautiful woman as a man. Oh man, the road got so worse since the last time I was here. So you're looking at a beautiful woman, and you see it from the side or from the back, or you're just looking at her from the front, that she's staring somewhere else, and you say, well, that's a beautiful girl, and that's it, that's a beautiful woman. But if you see that beautiful woman and she turns and she's looking at you, she's looking straight into your eyes, it's not about sexual attraction or anything. It's just that you immediately your mind immediately generates a response. It generates a communication response. It's like it's starting to ignite something, for you to go and talk to her, or for some kind of communication to be started between you two. And that's an interesting thing that the mind does without you noticing it, in particular. And so Jordan was saying, Mr. Peterson, should I say, because I'm nothing compared to him. I'm just a guy doing a vlog on a daily basis. Look at the scenery. I'm just a guy doing vlogs. I'm gonna overtake this guy because I appreciate he's going slow, because he's trying to protect his car. I am trying to protect the car of my company, of my because I work with it every day. But I'm not in a hurry, but I just don't have the patience anymore to go so slow. Oh, look at the scenery, man. It's so nice. I would love to live here. You can go out with your bike on so many tracks on the mountain. In the winter you can go skiing and snowboarding. I love the mountains. So Mr. Peterson was saying that he was talking about women and about the fact that they're beautiful. It's very interesting, if you think about it a little bit, that commercials, for example, that are intended for a man usually portray women. And again, you might think, well, that's normal because most of men are attracted to women, and that's a normal thing. I really love this part of this district. I don't know, of this part of my country, I should say, and that's it. So it's obvious that there will be women in that commercial, and I agree for women to be, not in a sexual manner or something, but they are women, because all men have a sort of a standard for what it means to see a beautiful woman. It obviously differs in small things from region to region or from country to country, but overall, all of us have a pretty common image in our head when we think of a beautiful woman. So in commercials, women are used to to sell products or to showcase things for you to buy, for men to buy. And then what's interesting is that if you check out commercials or magazines, we have to make a right turn here. If you check out magazines that are intended not for men but for women, you will see that in them, in the commercials and in the magazines, there are no men pictured and portrayed. No, there are women portrayed, showcasing those products, or there are pictures with women, and that's such an interesting thing, because well, when it comes to men, you would justify that, well, men are attracted sexually to women, so that's logical that there will be women showcased, because it's a marketing technique and so on and so forth. It's a stop sign, but we don't stop entirely because nobody's coming. But then the interesting part is that women are attracted sexually to men, but on the magazines intended for women are women. So that's an interesting thing. And Mr. Peterson was saying in the podcast that that's mainly because women have a special beauty attributed to them. So we all say about each other that, well, you're beautiful, or you're beautiful in your own way, or we say that everyone's beautiful, and that's right, theoretically or technically. I don't know what's the difference, because right now that's not the issue of my argument. Man, I want to take my bike out and go for a ride. So we're all beautiful, but it is recognized that women are more beautiful than men. And that's not just that's not just a silly thing to say, like in oh well, yes, women are more beautiful because they're beautiful, and that's it, no, it's an amazing thing in nature and in our race for women to be so beautiful. It's like I dare to say, we have a stop sign here because well, this is one thing I don't understand. So on this road, so many cars are Jesus Christ. So on this road there are so many cars going through or going over this railroad, and they're not able to put up a red light for you to know when the train is coming. You actually have to stop every time and check for yourself. So I was thinking about this thing, because if you give it a thought, this is really amazing for women to be so special in our society. I had a point to make when I was thinking about this argument, which I don't quite remember. So yes, I think I remember what I wanted to say with this idea. So it's so amazing that women are seen as such beautiful specimens of our species, and thinking of this really convinces me more of the fact that we as humans and as men were created by God, as the Bible says. At least that's my interpretation of what I just said. That men were created, or Adam was created, to do certain things. God gave him certain tasks and certain things to do on earth, and he did them, and he could do them perfectly. He could do them very well. And there's so many kids on the roads with bicycles. I wanna go thanks. Thanks. I wanna go out with my bike as well. But I want to go to the forest, because in the forest it's not as warm as in the city. So I really think, at least I think I see it this way, and I think it's a correct way to see it, that God created the man to do things, to do certain physical things, and then he could do them, and he could do them very well, but God created the woman, and brought the woman to the man to complete, as a completion, to everything that the man wasn't or didn't have. Yeah, no problem. And that's one of the reasons that the woman, that women in general, are so beautiful and are so perfect. I would say they are, they're like an ultimate. They're like the perfect. Yes, that's actually the thing I think as being the most accurate, that women have the ability and the role, actually that's their responsibility, their role, to complete man, to make them invincible, to make man the perfect creation of God. And I don't say that as in women being a tool, only a tool for men to become better. No, I see it as a teamwork, and I see it as I see women as the perfect thing that God could give to a man to make him the ultimate version of himself. And that's why we are so attracted to women. That's why we see women as being so creatures that are so beautiful and are so nice and are so desirable. And society, that car went over these rails like it was with an SUV. But it's like a little smart car. So that's the reason why society recognizes women as being so beautiful, and that's why it happens, sadly, that women get to be I don't know if this word exists in English, but it's something like objectified. Yes, that probably doesn't exist. Like in like pornography does this, and there are plenty of commercials that do that. That women are only there to satisfy man's desires, and to satisfy every desire that man might have. This idea is promoted more and more through media, and and in schools as well, as in being inferior to man, and as in being only tools. But I don't see it that way. I don't think God wanted it to be that way. I think God wanted first of all, for man to not be alone, and in the process of creating someone or something or someone, and he created someone, to do that, to help the man not feel alone, he created the perfect thing, the perfect type of person, the perfect type of creature that can live with a man, and that can raise the man's potential almost unlimitedly. And that's absolutely amazing. I find women to be absolutely unbelievably gorgeous, almost every single woman, even though because of our bodies getting old and diseases and the stressful life that we're living, each and every one of us, men and women as well, we start getting old. Our bodies get older and older by each day, and we get out of shape, and we're not as beautiful as we once were when we were young. But overall, every woman is beautiful, and if you would put a man alongside a woman, almost 100%, almost every single time, you will say that the woman is more beautiful than the man. And you might say, well, yes, but that's not how it works. You can't compare a man to a woman. Well, that's the point, you know. That's the point. You can't say of a man that it's beautiful. You know, a man is more like a functional part of humanity, so to say. At least that's how I see it. You know, the man is there to do things, to understand things, to build things, to repair things, to to do physical work, even intellectual work. That I'm not saying men are there to be dumb. That's not the idea. But men are there in the world, and they were put in the Garden of Eden, as the Bible says, and I believe that's a real story. To do the work of God. God would say, Adam, I need you to do that, and he would start doing it, and no problem, I can do that. And then there's the woman alongside the man, who is there to help the man accomplish those things by physical means. Well, I don't know, maybe, but that's not the main thing. More like by emotional means, by being there, by supporting him, by being the most beautiful thing that the man has ever seen on planet Earth. That's really the main thing. I can make my mind produce. Women are the most beautiful thing to ever exist in the physical universe. I think, yeah. You're looking at the beautiful landscape, as I just showed you, or I don't know if you could see it, and that's not even that spectacular. You go up on the mountain peak and you look down, and if the weather is okay, you can see very very you can see in distance a lot, and that's amazing. Or you see a waterfall, and you're amazed by how awesome the water flows. Or you watch a clear night sky and you see so many stars, and you're amazed by the greatness of the universe and how beautiful everything is. And there are so many things that amaze you as a human being. But I really think that nothing of this that I mentioned, anything that you could show me, even a picture, made with the Hubble telescope. Those pictures that come in radio waves, and a computer colors them. They are amazing pictures. Not even those produce the same or that high level of amazement that the woman can produce when you look at her. When you look at a beautiful woman, it's like, at least for me personally, it's like you would transcend into another universe. You make connection with her, you see her, you realize that she's real, you realize that she's a woman, she's a human being, and she is the most beautiful thing you have ever seen, and she's the most beautiful thing that has ever walked on this earth. And that's absolutely mental for me. I really feel like there's nothing better than a woman on the planet. Nothing that you could eat, nothing that you could drink, nothing that you could experience would be up there with what a woman can offer you if you're a man, obviously. And that really strengthens my faith in God, as in there is a creator up there, above the skies, above the heavens, above our physical three-dimensional world, above the fourth dimension, so to say, above time, above everything. There is a God, there is a person, there is someone who created us, who created man in a way, and then he saw what man needed, or he knew what man needed to go to the next level, to go to their ultimate potential, to reach their ultimate potential. That wasn't very nice. And now you're accelerating as well. Don't do that, guys. That's not a nice thing to do. So as I was saying, that really strengthens my faith that there's a loving God who knows what we need, knows what we want, and he does exactly that for us. And creating women, it's one of the best ways he has shown love and affection towards it. And I'm really grateful for God that he created women. Even though I'm stuck, my mind and heart is stuck thinking about a woman and another guy with bicycle. I'm stuck thinking about a woman that I will never have, so I don't know how will that go for me, as in not being alone like Adam was, and as in getting to experience even deeper what God wanted the bond between man and woman be. But yeah, time will tell. I don't know. I'm patient. I'm not in a hurry with any of that. I'm just, for the moment, as I see myself, is that I am here to experience and enjoy everything that God created for me, and everything that God wants me to do, I will do, or I will try to do. And yeah, that's it. The rest is up to Him. I have faith in Him that whatever I do, that's according to His plans and according to His laws. Well, you know what? That's a good thing, and that will make me happy. I'm absolutely sure of it. Well, yeah, guys. I think the vlog's been long enough. I think it's longer than half an hour already. So I will end it here. And I think I actually know what we are going to talk about tomorrow. Today I will edit, render, and upload 2 vlogs. So I have quite a busy schedule for today. Yes, I will upload yesterday's and today's vlog, and tomorrow, guys, we're going to talk about this last thing that I mentioned, and that is what does God want us to do, or what I think God wants us to do based on my beliefs, and about His laws, about His expectations, and what kind of impact that has on my life and on our lives as humans. But more on that tomorrow, on tomorrow's vlogs. Up until then, it's been your boy Velocity Worm. Take care of yourself. Don't do stupid shit, guys. Or even if you do stupid shit, film them. At least you will have a memory of it. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Peace. Bye.